All right. This epilogue is really long. Much longer than I thought it would.
Now, where'd that bloodsucker go? Won't be easy to track down. He's a vampire after all.
Regis!
Damn it, where'd you go?
I did what I had to do!
Those Bruxay, they called you a traitor.
Alas, we've a very simple code of honor, we vampires. So simple you might call it trivial. Either one is with us, unconditionally, regardless of the circumstances, or
Won't let it go, will they?
they will not. Fortunately, we've another rule, an unwritten one, and just as trivial as the first. It is neatly summarized in the saying, out of sight, out of mind. That is why I must leave Toussaint. For a vastly long time, most like.
Yeah, I get it.
Let us make for my camp. I've an overwhelming desire to have another drink. Supreme bouquet. Firm, defined beginning, then develops gently, rising to a startling finish. Don't you think?
Not much of a connoisseur.
Then it is high time you started your education. After all, the Corvo Bianco vineyard is now yours. By the way, I left a gift for you at your new home, on the nightstand.
Thanks. Mind telling me what it is?
A trifle. That will nonetheless be useful should you need mutagens. Incidentally, have you thought about what you'll do with your prize? Shall you hang your swords over the mantle and take to pruning vines?
No.
No, just not the life for me. Sure, might stop by there occasionally, stay the winter, fill up on wine. But I'd rather keep moving. It's not a choice being a witcher. And once you are one, you're one for life. You can't just step off the path. Besides, plenty of work left for me in the world. Ghouls aren't gonna kill themselves.
Rather droll, isn't it, that each time we meet, something harrowing must happen? I can remember a night, not too far from here if I'm not mistaken. We hid in a cave while a blizzard raged all about. Does that sound at all familiar?
How could it not? We just set off to rescue Ciri from Vilgefortz.
Our encounter with Vilgefortz. That is something I do not remember so fondly. But that first stay in Beauclair, far calmer than this one.
Seemed like a land straight out of a fairy tale back then. Its sole problem, cellars too small to accommodate all that wine.
Appearances, Geralt. Appearances, like Mamoons and Dopplers, deceive. So what did become of Vilgefortz?
Killed him. Sure wasn't easy, though. What about you? Any idea where you'll go?
Distance is of the essence. I thought I might venture south.
Nilfgaard?
Why ever not? The Nilfgaardians are a modern society. None there believe in vampires anymore. This fact alone could be very useful to one wishing to remain incognito.
Interesting point of view.
And Ciri is now the Empress.
I so don't feel like going anywhere. Sit here a while longer?
So we shall, my friend. We have witnessed, and in fact on several occasions incited, many great and weighty events. After all that toil, I believe we deserve a bit of a rest.
That we do.
Oh my goodness. So this video is going to probably be like 20 minutes long. But that was, in my opinion, the best DLC ever created. I have not played a better expansion than that in a long ever. Oh man, the story was really great. It's all like mystery and you know, assassinations and political intrigue. So nice. Of course, you know, if you pay attention even a little bit, you would notice that the drawing on the wall was obviously, looking back on it, look a lot like Anna Henrietta with black hair. And then you could just assume from there that she has someone either looking like her or was her sister or whatever. That is behind the whole plot. But anything else? Oh yeah, the fights. The required quote unquote fights of this game was really fun. Like the final fight was really cool. Is multi-stage. Stage 1 is fighting him in his human form. Stage 2 is fighting him in his vampire form. And lastly is a stage which was very peculiar, to where you have to go around and destroy some what seems to be eggs that has invulnerability frame after you hit it once, which is annoying, while all a while dodging a vampire blood thing that is trying to kill you along the way. So that fight was really cool. The final boss fight was absolutely superbly well crafted. Now, I wonder what happens if I didn't give her the ribbon. What happens if I just ignore that and just kept going? What ending would that be? Like, that means I got her out of the castle and I failed to protect her and she died. I wonder what the consequence of that is, you know? And then there's another path that I completely did not do, which is go see the elder vampire, or the unknown one, or whatever you want to call him, and make him call forth Detlef. And then what happens there? Like, what would I need to do for that whole sequence? You know? So I am curious to go back and do those things differently, and I'm probably going to record it and post it, you know. So all in all, that was a really good DLC. Now we still have some things to do. Like he said, he gave us some item that is at our vineyard, so let's go get that. Can I skip this in any shape, way, or yeah, okay.
Actually, I'd love to go home.
Oh, right. So this should be our only quest now. Yep. What? Would he still be here? What do you guys think? If I go in here, do you think he'll still be here? Nope, he's gone. Alright, makes sense. Like that fairy tale world looked like it was very well crafted. I wonder if the game would just completely ignore that, you know, and make it so that you don't even visit it if you... Oh my god, there's a quest there. This might not be a quick video after all. There's a lot to do.
I would hate to come off as impersonal.
Some stuff to do.
Sir, have you ever met a vampire?
Guillaume, what are you doing here?
Leave me be. Without my Vivian, life has no meaning. You are the last to whom I wish to speak.
Of course, that quest too. What if I told him her secret? What would happen then?
Sir Geralt of Rivia. 3 cheers for the tourney's victor. Hip hip hooray, hooray, hooray!
What about me saving all of you? I don't care about being the tourney's champion.
Lovely trifles.
Okay, let's go to Corvo Bianco.
Vampires attacked the city. Is that true?
The tourney's champion.
So several weeks has passed. White Wolf, there you go. And then I got some bottle of Sangretor Charbonnet. Sangretor Pinot Noir. Oh. Neat. Well. Can I never figured out what this table was for. Oh, whatevers. Ooh, can I put something here now? Nope.
Master Witcher, some unknown individual barged into the residence. I resisted as best I could, but to no avail.
Who is it?
Alas, they did not do me the basic courtesy of introducing themselves.
My armor. Whoa, this is a lot of clothing. Yen.
Unexpected as ever. And beautiful as ever.
Won't you even ask why I've come? Or how I found you?
Wouldn't get a straight answer anyway.
Quite true.
Used to bother me, all your secrets. Now I know if you have something to tell me, you'll tell me. Don't need to ask.
I missed you, Geralt. Madly. Come outside. We can hold hands and stare at the sky, like some shitty two-crown romance.
Ooh, are we gonna get an after epilogue sax?
Brought quite a few books. Let me guess. Working on a new spell?
Not at all. These aren't grimoires, just pleasure reading. The Name of the Orchid. A widower for half a year.
Always thought you too busy to make time for something as impractical as pleasure reading.
Because I was. But now I'm not. A few weeks ago, I awoke to the realization that I know not what to do next. I have no plan. I have no goal. And you know what? I like that. Finally, I can stop thinking about politics and focus on what's important to me. Which is why I came here.
Aww.
Liking Toussaint so far?
The landscape's lovely and the towns are charming, no question about that.
But
the southern sun plays havoc with my wardrobe. To be blunt, wear black down here and you're pretty damn hot.
might need to think about changing your color palette. Off-white and pea green, for instance.
And I'll wear scents distilled from turnips and daisies. I think I shall simply stay in the shade. And you'll bring me cool drinks. At regular intervals.
Bring you whatever you want. You know, feels kinda strange having a home.
I must say I never pictured you owning real estate.
Was something of an accident, but I'm not about to complain. Yen, back then before we fought the hunt, said you wanted to run away with me to the world's end. This vineyard, good enough?
Yes, although there's one thing missing.
Namely?
I shall give you a hint. It's large, white, has 4 legs, category taxidermy.
Oh yeah, the unicorn.
I met one.
Fine. You can bring it down here.
I knew you'd see things my way.
Ever thought this day would come? Me and you, peace and quiet. Bees buzzing, birds chirping.
I almost regret delaying so long before coming to you. I was quite the silly goose.
You have doubts? Though I imagine it might have been hard coming after me. Always were proud as a peacock.
Please, Geralt. I'm not like other sorceresses to feel that following someone means my wings have been clipped.
Ooh, watch what you say about your colleagues. Remember, it's an ill bird that fouls its own nest.
Well said, Witcher. You're not only handsome, but wise, too. I feel a bit like the cat that got the canary.
Yeah, and I'm... Damn it, you win. This time.
Ha!
How'd that start, anyway? Our duels and wordplay.
Forgotten. It was at a vernissage in Banard. You started it to keep from going mad with boredom. I remember finding your sense of humor both groan-worthy and somehow endearing. Never change, Geralt. I beg you.
Never will.
So, talk again later?
Of course. I'm not going anywhere.
It's like the perfect finish. Yennefer. Here.
Sir, we received a shipment of wine. From the Bellegarde vineyard, I believe, with kind regards from Madame Matilda and Monsieur Liam. I had the barrels unloaded and stored in the cellar to the right of the entrance.
Thanks. Take a look when I have a moment.
Splendid. I was told to expect a subsequent delivery 5 days hence.
Ah.
Thanks. Gotta get back.
How might I be of...
Okay, you don't... Okay.
Thanks.
So there's a couple of things I need to do here. One, I gotta put this weapon on this weapon rack. Yeah. Do I have any armor? Sure. Whoops. Close. Give me that. I need to re-equip that. Huh. I guess they're no longer like quest items. Interesting. I'll take it. Oh, nightstand. Dear Geralt, if you're reading these words, it means I've already far beyond the borders of Toussaint, and you have found my mutagen generator. Of course, you may dub this instrument however you like, perhaps something more fitting to your taste, or better reflecting its function, for I have no doubt your knowledge on the subject of mutagens is far more profound and thorough than mine. I have been working on this device in my spare time, but now it's finished, and I'm convinced as an inventor can before his invention can be used as intended, of the usefulness of this apparatus. You are surely wondering what function it is meant to serve. As the name indicates, the generator generate mutagens. It operates by absorbing electromagnetical energy waves from bodies, in this case, the bodies of monsters and evildoers you kill. And it has absorbed enough so that it can charge you a critical amount. The mutagen changes the stored energy into greater mutagens, which I suspect you will make good use of. As you surely understand, I am an amateur engineer, which is why you must forgive the lack of an ability for you to direct this operation. Which mutagen emerge as a result is determined at random, meaning chance you will decide if it's green, red, or blue mutagen. Chance yet I have noted the colors tend to alternate by and large. Okay, I trust you shall find my gift useful. Your dearly devoted friend, Emil Regis Rodlik Terzev Godfroy. P.S. You might be wondering why I have decided to toss the mute generator into your home instead of simply handing it to you in person. Well, you must know I did it out of modesty, believe it or not. Take care, Geralt, and may my gift serve you well. Okay. I'll put that in there. Why not? $3,000? Jesus. Can't sell it though. Man, I'm missing so many paintings. I should have saved all of those paintings.
Oh, I'd stump wine with that one.
Can we talk?
Always. With pleasure.
Wait. Anything new? Huh.
So,
Of course.
Alright, alright. I want to go take a rest then. For a day. And see anything else changes. Before I do that, whoops. Let's check this to make sure that I have nothing left to do, huh? Geralt's house, Winter Carnage, Ducal Camarillo, Inn, Stash, Notice Board, Signpost, Custom Markers. I could go to the Beauclair Palace and try to meet up with, to see like what happens afterwards, yeah? Is she still out there just sitting there?
How might I be of...
Oh my goodness.
Thanks. Gotta...
She still didn't clean up her books. They're still... Oh my god. Okay, so she doesn't change. Nothing changes, apparently. Well, I still want to go check out the palace.
Just yesterday, they were fighting like cats.
Where would I find? Our illustrious queen. I have no clue where I might find her. Because she was always already there when I needed. Where could she be?
Watch my bum.
Oh, right here.
Welcome to the capital of Toussaint.
Yes, Geralt?
Wanted to talk. That is, if it's no bother, Your Grace.
Why ever would it be? I'm listening. What is it?
Don't mean to pry, Your Grace, but curious how you met Dandelion. Mind telling me about it? So long as it's not a sensitive subject, that is.
Oh, ancient history. My father announced a grand tourney. Julian was invited. He was to compose a song about a valorous struggle in the arena. What he wrote was the most beautiful love ballad I had ever heard. Papa was furious. Refused to pay him.
Ballad. About you?
Not overtly. I was married to Raymond at the time, after all.
I get it. This tourney, quite a dose of pomp and circumstance.
We cherish this tradition. My great-grandmama Adela Marta elevated it to its current status. For the longest time, she could not decide whom to wed. Meanwhile, her suitors, and there were swarms, often duelled one another. In their contests, Ademarta saw an altogether comfortable way of picking the prime apple from the bushel of potential husbands, determining who had what she valued most in men: strength, valor, and cunning. Thus, she commanded them to take part in tourneys, though in the end she chose none of them, and wed instead the youngest son of Nilfgaard's reigning emperor, whom she met on a journey south.
But Beauclair's inhabitants had begun to enjoy the night's sparring.
Very much so. And not only they. The year after, knights from far and wide gathered to face one another for sport and glory. And so it has remained. Though the price has changed. The Duchess's hand and half the duchy are no longer in the offing. Still, Beauclair's tourneys are famed the world over. Of that we are rather proud.
Okay. Nothing
Thanks for sparing
too
the time, Your Grace.
interesting.
Duty calls.
You got it.
I understand. Understand and approve.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Why is there blood here? Why? Why do you not clean this up? And where is your sister? Am I just to expect that your sister is safe somewhere? Not even here? Could she be up by...
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Could she be up in her room? Or down in her room? Let's go check. If I can still go there, that is.
Keep calm. Start no brawls.
Oh my god. about to start a brawl by punching you in the face.
I must see a medic.
Exactly do you do here?
What is this?
What was that?
Work and no play, right, Witcher?
Indeed. All work, no play. What is this? The hell?
Here in Toussaint, with no penchant.
They say a great deal about.
Is that it?
Oh, live!
Oh my god, she doesn't have an epilogue? Wow, that's mean. That's cruel. But other than collecting Gwent cards, I think I have done The Witcher 100%. Yep, just Gwent card. Gwent card's the only one left. I have complete everything. Oh my goodness. Everything is checked. Everything is done. I have not missed a single quest except this. Oh man. That is fantastic. Whew. Okay. I'm sad that there's no more progress that happens after this, yeah? And Yen doesn't have a lot to say either, which is also very disappointing. Oh, all the herbs respawned.
I'd stump.
And she's over here too, yeah. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that will conclude my playthrough of The Witcher 3. And all of its DLCs. There will be no more Witcher playthrough unless there's a surprise DLC or expansion pack that CD Projekt did not announce. Hopefully they will announce at E3 coming up soon here. Well, actually E3 would have already been passed by this point, but by the time that you see this video. Anyways, yeah. Hopefully there's more Witcher. Hopefully not about Geralt. Probably about someone else. But more Witcher. That'd be awesome. I'm looking forward to that. Yeah. It'll be awesome. Other than that, this DLC, once again, is completely wonderful. It's 20 bucks. Totally worth your money, by the way. Just a single player campaign itself, just by itself, lasted me 14 hours. Almost 20 hours. So the entire playthrough, my entire playthrough, lasted me about 34 hours. Let's call it 35 hours. Actually, technically, I'm supposed to dial that back because I spent an hour or more of gameplay just sitting there and respecking Geralt. So let's subtract that by about an hour and a half. So let's say this entire playthrough was about 33 hours long. Yeah? 33 hours long if you explored everything and you do everything. So the range, the amount of time you're going to spend on this playthrough is between 12 to 33 or 13 to 33 hours. So let's say that, yeah? And even then, you can probably run through it pretty fast on the main campaign aspect by skipping a lot of dialogues and shit. You know, let's just say 10 hours for the main story then. If you decide not to explore any of the main story areas, if you decide to run through it for some godforsaken reason, like this is a fucking Dragon Age game instead of a Witcher game, but, you know, feel free to do whatever you want. I love this. Not only that, they give you a really cool system, the mutagen system, which is, by the way, one of the most broken things I've ever done in my entire life. Like, these two, broken. Yeah. Same thing with this, probably. Like, either one of the trees here are probably absolutely broken. Maybe not this. This is actually terrible. 30 seconds. No. So, not good. Yeah, that's not good either. Yeah, so never mind. These two are like the most OP things I've ever seen. So anyways, thank you guys for watching this playthrough. I hope you guys enjoyed it as much as I did. Hopefully there will be more The Witcher. If not, then this will be my last sign off for The Witcher game. And so far this year, this game, this expansion alone, this DLC is in the top 10 games of the year. And I don't care what you say, if it's not an individual game, whatever, you know? An expansion is still a game. And it's based on a really good game to begin with, and it gives you a really good story to play through. With that, I bid you adieu, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next time. Goodbye.